Course and branches of the maxillary artery. Here we have in this diagram, this is the mandible, and we have this is a part of temporal bone. Here comes the part of temporal bone and it is attached to form the temporomandibular joint, and this is pterygoid process. This is maxilla and upper part the orbital part. Okay, and first of all we can say that this is the external carotid artery. It terminates by superficial temporal and the maxillary artery, and the maxillary artery is the larger terminal branch of the external carotid artery, and it is given behind the neck of the mandible. It divides into three parts: first part, second part, and the third part. The first part, which is called the mandibular part, it runs horizontally between the neck of the mandible and a sphenomandibular ligament which is present here. Okay, and it then passes along the lower border of lateral pterygoid muscle. Medial to the neck of the mandible, it gives a few branches. First branch, which is called the deep auricular branch. The deep auricular branch, and it supply to the external acoustic meatus and the outer surface of the tympanic membrane and to the temporomandibular joint. The second branch is the anterior tympanic branch. This branch which supply, it gives blood supply to the inner surface of the tympanic membrane. The third one, which is the inferior alveolar nerve, which passes downwards to enter the mandibular foramen. Okay, and it transverses through the mandibular canal. It enters the mandibular foramen and transverses through the mandibular canal and lives out through the mental foramen as the mental branch. And this mental branch which supply to the chin area, the skin of the chin and cheek, and before entering to the mandibular foramen, it give off a branch which is called the lingual branch, and this lingual branch which supplies to the tongue. Next, it also give off another branch which runs along the mylohyoid groove and supply to the mylohyoid muscle, and this branch which is called the mylohyoid branch. So the inferior alveolar branch which runs downward through the medial aspect of the ramus and enters into the mandibular foramen and transverses through the mandibular canal, and it passes out through the mental foramen and give off a branch which is called the mental branch. It's applied to the chin, and before entering the mandibular foramen, it give off two branches. First one is the lingual branch to the tongue, and the other one is the mylohyoid branch which give blood supply to the mylohyoid muscle. Next branch is the middle meningeal branch. This branch which runs upward between the two head of origin of auriculotemporal nerve. Auriculotemporal nerve which you have studied in the trigeminal nerve. Okay, it has two head of origin. So the middle meningeal artery which runs along the two heads of origin of auriculotemporal nerve, and it enters into the cranial cavity through the foramen spinosum, and here it divides into two branches. First one is the frontal branch, and next one which is called the parietal branch. It also gives another branch which is called the petrosal branch. Another important branch of the middle meningeal artery which is the anastomosing branch. Here we have another artery which is called the lacrimal artery. It is a branch of ophthalmic artery, and the ophthalmic artery which enters into the orbit through the optic canal. Okay, and it gives off a branch which is called the lacrimal branch. From the lacrimal branch, there it passes through the give a recurrent laryngeal branch. It passes through the, we have a superior orbital fissure here. It passes through the superior orbital fissure and get anastomosis with the anastomotic branch of the middle meningeal artery. So from the middle meningeal artery, we got the frontal branch, parietal branch, a petrosal branch, and anastomosing branch, which get anastomosing branch, anastomosis with the recurrent branch of lacrimal artery. The second part, of the maxillary artery, which is called the pterygoid part, it runs upward and forward superficial to the lower head of the lateral pterygoid muscle, and it gives off four muscular branches. They are first one is the deep temporal branch. It divides into anterior and posterior division. And gives blood supply to the temporalis muscle. And next one is the pterygoid branch. It supplies to the lateral and medial pterygoid. Muscle. Then it gives off another branch which is called the masseteric branch. It supplies to the masseter muscle, and a buccal branch which supplies to the buccinator and the skin over the cheek area. Okay. Then we have the third branch which is called the pterygopalatine branch. Pterygopalatine part which passes through the two heads of the lateral pterygoid and passes through the pterygomaxillary fissure to enter the pterygopalatine fossa. From the pterygopalatine fossa, it enters the orbit through inferior orbital fissure, and it transverses through the floor of the orbital, enters to the infraorbital groove, and then to the infraorbital canal, and it enters into the face. It emerges on the face through a foramen which is called the infraorbital foramen, and it gives off few terminal branches, one to the lacrimal sac, one to the nose, and next one to the upper lip. And here it gives off some orbital branch to the structures to supply to the structure of the orbit, and an anterior superior alveolar branch that enter the aperture of the maxilla to reach the incisor and canine teeth attached on the bone, and it supplies to the incisor and canine teeth. And next we have a posterior superior alveolar branch. The posterior superior alveolar branch, it descends on the posterior surface of the maxilla, and it gives branches to the maxillary air sinus, molar and premolar teeth after entering through a canal in the posterior part of the maxilla. The next branch is the greater palatine artery. The greater palatine artery which runs downward in the greater palatine canal, and it emerges on the posterolateral part of the hard palate through the greater palatine foramen, and it runs along the lateral margin of the palate to enter the incisive canal. And here some terminal branches are given off that may enters into the nasal cavity. And the branches of artery, so the branches of this artery which supply to the palate and the adjoining gum here. Okay, and the next one in the greater palatine canal, it gives off another branch which is called the lesser palatine artery that emerges on the palate through the lesser palatine foramina, and it supplies to the soft palate and to the tonsil. The sphenopalatine artery enters into the nasal cavity through the sphenopalatine foramen, and here divides into two branches, posterolateral nasal and posterior septal branch. So the posterior septal branch which supply to the nasal septum, and the posterolateral nasal branch which supply to the lateral wall of the nose. And we have another two arteries, which is the artery of pterygoid canal and the pharyngeal branch. The artery of pterygoid canal which runs backward in the canal of same name, which is called the pterygoid canal. The artery of pterygoid canal which passes through the pterygoid canal and help to supply the pharynx auditory tube, and the tympanic membrane. And the pharyngeal branch, which runs backward through the canal, related to the inferior aspect of the body of the sphenoid. And it's supplied to the nasopharynx, auditory tube, and sphenoidal air sinus. So we have three part of maxillary artery, and this part is formed by the lateral pterygoid muscle. And here the first part, which is called the mandibular part, second part is the pterygoid part, third part, which is called the pterygopalatine part. The first part, which give off 5 branches, the deep auricular, anterior tympanic, and inferior alveolar, middle meningeal, and the accessory meningeal artery. Here the accessory meningeal artery, which enters through the foramen ovale, and the middle meningeal artery, which enters through into the cranial cavity through the foramen spinosum, and the the inferior alveolar nerve, which passes through the mandibular foramen and the mandibular canal, and the next is the second part. It give of muscular branch, the pterygoid branch to lateral and medial pterygoid, deep temporal branch, which divides into anterior and posterior to give the temporalis muscle, masseteric branch to the masseteric muscle, buccal branch to the buccinator and to the cheek. And the third part, which is called the pterygoid part, palatomaxillary part, which give off 6 branches. First one, which is called the inferior alveolar, posterior superior alveolar artery, inferior alveolar, it's not inferior alveolar, inferior orbital, which passes through the inferior orbital canal and inferior orbital foramen, and give off 3 terminal branches, lacrimal, nasal, and to the upper lip. And it give off orbital branches to the orbit, and anterior superior alveolar branch to the maxillary sinus and to the incisor and canine teeth. And it give off greater palatine artery, which passes through the greater palatine canal and reaches the posterolateral part of the palate through the greater palatine foramen, and transverses the palate and enters into the incisive foramen and pass the terminal branches, which enters into the nasal cavity. And it also in the greater palatine canal, it give off a lesser palatine artery, and it supplies to the tonsil and the soft palatine. Then we have the sphenopalatine artery, which enters into the nasal cavity through the sphenopalatine foramen. It divides into 2, posterior septal to the nasal septum, and posterolateral nasal branch to the lateral wall of the nose, and other 2 branches which runs upward. One is the artery to the pterygoid canal, which passes through the pterygoid canal, and next one is the pharyngeal, which also runs backward, and it supplies to the arterial supply to the nasopharynx, auditory tube, and the sphenoidal air sinus. And the artery to the pterygoid canal supplies to the pharynx, auditory tube, and tympanic cavity. So these are the course and branches of maxillary artery. Study the 3 parts, its branches, and area where they supply blood.